Underway. Bronze medal match number 1 as we hit the halfway point tonight at 70 kilos. Zairedine Bayramov, just 20 years old, one of the youngest wrestlers competing. Ramazanov of Bulgaria, a 27-year-old in the red. It's tough to follow up what we just witnessed if you just joined us. Special moment here in Budapest with the Hungarian winning the gold medal. 4-point throw to end it. Sent this place into a frenzy, and now everybody back in the seats getting settled in for more action.
Hungary still has another shot with Vladislav Baitsev.
That's right, one more coming up.
97 kilos.
Bayramov coming off the European Championship U23 gold medal performance. Also won a gold at the European Championships last year. Really on a roll last season. That's when he hit the scene by storm. Took 3rd at the International Ukrainian, 3rd at the Grand Prix de France. Has a bronze medal at the Junior World Championships, and he's accomplished all this before he turns 21. He will be put on the shot clock, though, with 30 seconds up on the board.
This is a team we're going to have our eye on. A lot of these guys you mentioned are youngsters, rising stars, but give them a few years.
Yeah, their depth. I mean, you're talking 7, 8 guys who can go deep into the championship rounds. Oh, he's in on the single. Trying to get some elevation to the leg, switches to the double near the edge, gets control, and he will get the 2 points. Edge of mat wrestling, I love that part of the sport, to see how, you know, the elite athletes maneuver when they don't have a lot of real estate to work with.
Mat awareness is key. Understanding where you are at all times, what real estate you have left, and what you can do with that real estate is extremely important, especially in these tight matches. Because when you think about some of these, outside of Musakayev, of course, we saw him pick up that massive win, but most of these matches are going to be 1-point, 2-point matches.
There's the throw. Hello for 4. Snapped it up quickly. And Bayramov goes up 6-0.
And that's another key area right there. He dropped to his knees in the danger zone and then came back up to his feet, circled to his left, got back to the center of the mat. So cutting off that mat area is another key, important area.
Azerbaijan pretty happy with what they've seen from Zairedine Bayramov. Really good 3 minutes of wrestling to kick off this bronze medal match, and here it was. Feet to back, 4 points.
You know what that reminds me of is Magomed Habib Karamagomedov of Belarus, what he did to Kyle Dake in the Tokyo Olympic Games. Not just once, but twice. Put Dake in an 8-0 hole, and Dake had no clue, no answer what to do. And then, of course, Karamagomedov ultimately lost to Sidakov for the gold medal. Dake ended up taking bronze, but that same position.
Snap down, and now trying to get a throw of his own. Coming in was the Bulgarian Ramazanov. He is going to get the 4, and then immediately turks up that leg, goes cross face. Hasn't broken the angle of degree necessary to get the 2. Now he has. So he will tie it up at 6. That's how you come back in a match. Did they not confirm the 2?
I think they only gave 1.
They only gave the 1.
1 for 2 exposure, but only 1 time.
Well, there you go. Now they give the 2. So I thought it was a 4-pointer and then the 2 for the exposure. And in the process, they kind of bent the back of Bayramov to where an injury time has been called. And you see the tiebreaker now with Bulgaria. So you talk about a match changing in mere moments. The magical spray. Have you ever been on the receiving end of the spray?
To me, it does nothing.
I've heard that a lot.
It gives you a quick break. At this point, did it hurt? Absolutely. But is the cold spray going to do anything? I don't think it's going to. He's going to stand up for the next 2 minutes and 24 seconds. He's going to leave it all on the mat, with or without that cold spray. We need to get a can for back at the hotel tonight.
Yeah, the UWW staff could utilize the spray. Well, this is why you wrestle a 6-minute match. The opening 3 minutes belong to the youth of Azerbaijan, but here in the second period, it's been all Ramazanov. He has stormed back to tie it up at 6. 4-point throw and then the 2. Low submarine strike. Here comes Bayramov in, still driving, weight on the toes. Trying to drive forward. Ramazanov plants both knees and he stops it in its tracks. He comes right back at the wrestler from Azerbaijan. Those heels hit the out of bounds area and a point will be given. And that lower back issue is still bugging Bayramov. He is taking his time getting up. You hate to see that. And clearly he's in some discomfort and they're going to have to use another injury time.
Yeah, curious at what point do the coaches step in and say, we're going to think long term here. You mentioned how young he is.
Yeah, young into this season, just in March. They have high hopes for him moving forward as you get closer to the World Championships. Gonna try to give it another go. Second time we've stopped because of the lower back issue that he has been dealing with. Keep an eye on that. 7 straight unanswered from Ramazanov.
Really controlling the match with those double underhooks.
Straight on double. He just doesn't have it in him to finish. And they're going to give a step out point to Bayramov. So he came in on that straight double. And normally that's a pretty good shot where he has a chance at finishing, and you can just see he couldn't generate any of that usual power that he normally does.
Yeah, I think they should call this. After stopping it 3 times, and we're not even a minute and a half into the second period, I think. Hard to build momentum at that point when they're stopping the bout every 20 seconds for an injury.
And if you're Ramazanov, you just come right at him now. You see the blood in the water and you make him pay, just like he did. And he will take him to his back, and that is it. No fight there from Bayramov once he got put down, and let's hope he's going to be all right moving forward. Sportsmanship from the Bulgarian Ramazanov. And how about the 2 days from him? I don't think a lot of people were predicting him to make this bronze medal run, but he has done so.